Hey guys, Mrs. Talk Techie here, and I just want to say thank you for watching. This is a part of a series of videos for a resource that I've compiled called Bitmoji, a comprehensive guide. You can actually find the entire resource in the link below. Now, this next part is talking about Snapchat and how we can use it to enhance our teaching and learning by creating animated GIFs with our Bitmojis. So if you've never used Snapchat before, this will actually walk you through how to set it up using an email. You don't have to connect your phone to it, your phone number, and how to go through the process of finding that animated GIF, which is a Bitmoji of you. There's different ones of you dancing, or it can be, and I'll be putting a couple of them here. It can be you know, making it rain or whatever. So how to take those and how to make them into transparent GIFs, right? So that there's no background and you can include them in different parts of your teaching. So you can include them in your Google Slides presentation. You can put it in your Google Sites as well, which we're going to be touching base on that too. So thank you for watching, and let's get started. All right, guys, so the first thing, starting from scratch, you've never used Snapchat, you can download the Snapchat app through iOS or through Android. So you can download it on your mobile device or even on your iPad. You're able to download the app. So go ahead and download the app once you find it. And once it is fully downloaded, you'll be prompted with either logging in or signing up. So if you already have a Snapchat that you use on your mobile device and you want to create one on your iPad that is separate and apart from your personal one, then this is the time to do it. And that's what I did. So I'll be walking you through how I created that using my iPad so I can have it solely for school and work purposes. And so I'm going to click on sign up, and then it's going to ask me if I want the notifications turned on. In addition, it's going to ask me for my name, my first and last name, your date of birth, just to make sure that you're of legal age. And you're going to pick a username. So it's up to you what you want your username to be. And next is your password. And finally, here's the thing, guys. If you don't want your phone number associated with this Snapchat, maybe it's just your school, your work Snapchat, there's this little section, I hope you guys notice it, there's a little section that says sign up with email instead. And so that's what I went ahead and I did. And I clicked on sign up with email instead, and I added my school email because I want to make sure that this one is just for school purposes. You don't have to. You could have bypassed all this if you already do have your own personal Snapchat, and you could have set it up on your iPad using your personal account. It's not really a big deal. I just think it's good practice to always have things separate and apart. So once you do set up your Snapchat with your email, it's going to maybe ask you to prove that you're not a robot. So like click a couple of pictures, and then after that, it's going to set it up for you. Now, it will, if it's the first time you ever use it on that device, it will be prompting you to give permissions to certain things like your camera. So you do want to allow that, especially your camera, because that's the purpose. And next, I want to go through what the different parts of Snapchat are. So it's in your first view, what are all these little components that are around there, and what can we use to find that animated GIF that we want? So the first thing I want you to know is, where do you find your camera to turn it around, whether you want front facing or rear facing? On the top right corner, so that would be around here, hopefully, if I'm like guesstimating correctly. That's the one if you see two arrows, right, going opposite directions. That's the one that allows you to click on it and it turns your camera, whether you want it front facing or rear facing. And then of course you have your options for flash, and then other options like a timer and things like that. So I'll let you mess with that. I don't want to get too much into it. I don't want to make this a Snapchat tutorial, but if you've never done it and it's from scratch, I think it's important to go over some of these main components. The next thing is, if you go down to the bottom section, there is a chat section. So if you are using this for social media purposes, that's where you and your friends would be connected and you could chat with them. You then have two little what look like pictures over each other. So that lets you know basically your memories. So if you've taken Snapchats before, they come up in your memories and you're able to see what you have in your Snapchat camera roll and then what you have in your actual camera roll. In addition to that, you have the Discover section, and that Discover section is just famous influencers who use Snapchat. And if you want to look at their stuff that they're posting or even start following them or befriend them, this is where you would find them to do that. I'm going to skip the large circle in the middle because that's going to lead us to our actual activity. But I want you guys to go to the very top and go to what would be your left-hand side. And that should be a little, if you've never set it up, that should be a little picture of yourself, or in this case, just a profile, right? A blank profile, a silhouette, there you go. And we're gonna go ahead and click on that. And once you click on that, I want you guys to scroll and find Create Bitmoji. And once you find Create Bitmoji, you're going to want to connect your Bitmoji and your Snapchat. So if you have those two connected, both set up on the same device, you'll be able to, it'll auto-magically connect them, and you're just gonna click on Agree and Connect, and it will show up. And the next thing is you can actually start customizing your Bitmoji from Snapchat. You can change the outfit, you can actually edit it, the looks and the personalization. You can even choose, I'm gonna go ahead and click on Choose Selfie, and you click on the selfie that you want your Snapchat to be viewed as. So that little circle that you saw on the top left, whatever you choose here is what's gonna be displayed here. And you can always go ahead and change that. So that really sums up the different components that are there. Now, let's go into actually finding our animated GIF Bitmoji. Alrighty, so next, let's get started on how to get this little Bitmoji of yourself animated this way and transparent so that you can start adding it to your Google Slides presentation or to your Google Sites, which is a website, which I will have a video on. So the first thing you want to do is you go back to the main page, which is this one that you see right here, and you're going to go ahead and click on that big circle. I'll let you guys mess with that that circle with the front-facing camera. You're able to get all of these really cool filters and things like that. It's a lot of fun, but we're going to use it with the rear-facing camera. So we're going to go ahead and click on that one right there, that big circle. Then we're going to take it to Explore. So if you see that little magnifying glass, we want to click on that Explore button. And then you'll be prompted with different filters that are available for you to go and kind of explore and look around and see which ones you want to add to your little collection that you saw there. Now, we're going to click on the search button and we're going to type the words Bitmoji. And as soon as you type Bitmoji, you're going to get different filters that have to do with Bitmoji. Some are for front-facing camera. So you'll have maybe like yourself, a picture of yourself and your Bitmoji there and stuff like that. But the ones that you see that are kind of like opaque, like this one right here that says clap, clap, those are the ones that you can actually get your Bitmoji animated. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the dancing one just to show you how it works. And once you click on it, it'll be added to your little library that you saw before, so that every time you click on that big circle, that one will pop up on the side as your recently used filters. So once you pick the Bitmoji that you want, you're going to go ahead and here's the trick. You're going to take a piece of white paper and you're going to face your device, in my case an iPad. You're going to use the rear-facing camera because that's how it's going to work for the animated Bitmoji. and you're going to put it on that white piece of paper, guys. Then you're going to click on that circle, the large circle, and if you're going to want a continuous video, you're going to press and swipe to the left and it'll continuously run, or you can keep your finger pressed on it until you're ready and you're done, you release and it'll stop. If not, do the swipe to the left, and then after that, guys, you're going to be able to pinch, zoom in and zoom out so that it fits perfectly how you want it to look. And once you're done recording, all you have to do is press on that circle again and it's done. And then if you direct your attention to the bottom left-hand side of that screen, you have a down arrow. That down arrow is to tell you that you can save that to your camera roll. There's two ways of saving it on Snapchat: to your actual Snapchat camera roll and to your actual device camera roll. In this case, we want our device. And after this, guys, the reason why we want it on our device is because we want to be able to upload it to our drive. Because what we're going to do next is we're going to make it a transparent image so that we can insert that into any of our activities that we're creating. So we're going to take a look at my video number 2 that I created, which is saving your Bitmoji. And that walks you through step by step how to upload it to your drive. If you do have iOS, Apple devices, you can easily airdrop it to your MacBook and then upload it to your drive from there. Alrighty, guys, so you're probably wondering, how do we take what we just recorded using a white piece of paper as a background? How do we make that transparent? It's actually super easy, and it's all on this website called unscreen.com. It's amazing. It makes things so much easier and so easy to use, user-friendly. So I wanted to show you the website before we get started. And what it does is that it removes the video background. So you've probably heard, and if not, here's another really cool one. It's called remove.bg. And this one from a still image, from a regular photo, removes the background and creates that transparent image. Well, this one, unscreen.com, does the same but for video. So if we have our animated Bitmoji and all we have is that white background, we can actually remove it. So really simple and easy to use. All you're going to do is upload the clip. Now, if you uploaded it to your drive, the next step is to download it from your drive. This is only to say if you do not have Apple devices. Because if we do have Apple devices, then you're able to airdrop them and you'll automatically get them onto your MacBook. But if not, then it does take a little bit of that extra step, which is my video number 2, that from your device, whether it be your iPad, your cell phone, you upload it to your Google Drive, and then from your drive, you access that on your laptop and you download it onto your laptop. So I'm going to show you how to do that next. So I'm going to access my drive, and here is my video. And because I did just upload it, it's still working on loading. But what you would do next is on this top right corner is you would download it. So right now it's working on downloading it. You've probably seen this before, but that's only because it's like you've just uploaded it, so it's still processing. But anyways, it just downloaded my MP4, so I'm going to go to my downloads and click on it just so that you can see that I do have it on my downloads. Once you do have it on your downloads, like I have it right here, and I'm going to play it. So there it is. Awesome. Now I can actually go to unscreen.com and upload this video so that it can remove that background. So let's do that. So here's unscreen.com, upload clip. I'm going to search for it from my desktop, and here it is, my most recent one, and I'm going to click on open, and it's going to prepare this. For the most part, guys, it does take a little bit, but not too much. But while we wait, let me tell you this. Can you do this from your mobile device? Yes. There is sometimes a little bit of troubleshooting that you have to go through. And that troubleshooting includes, like, if I'm on my iPhone, I can go to Safari, or if I do have a Chrome browser, I can go there. But I can go to Safari. I can go to unscreen.com. I can then, from my camera roll, upload the clip, and then it's going to save. But here's the thing, guys. It is not going to save to your camera roll, at least not on your iOS device. That means your iPad or your iPhone. It will save under your downloads. So all you have to do is go to your downloads and you'll find it there. All right, guys, as the transparent image. That's just for those of you who use your iOS devices. If not, we're working it around this way through your drive, downloading it so that it's on your desktop, on your laptop. And now, if you notice right here, now I have my Bitmoji that is transparent. And I'm going to go ahead and click download. Alrighty, guys, so we're already in the home stretch right here. The last thing is, once you download that GIF, you're going to want to re-upload it. Now, I know you feel like, oh my God, download it, upload it, back to my drive, all that stuff. Believe me, before you know it, things are just going to flow and it's going to be second nature for you. We want to re-upload it to our drive so that we can have easy access to it, especially when we're creating on the Google platform, right? We want to be able to just access our drive and boom, drag it over and there it is. And so if at any point you find yourself frustrated, right? Stressed out, confused, you feel like, gosh, I'm never going to get this. Just know this, you are growing. You are growing professionally. If there's no struggle, there's no progress. That means you know it. That means everything's easy because you figured it out. But when you are in those times that you're like frustrated and you feel like, oh my God, I'm never going to get this, that's you growing, guys. Just keep that in mind. I always tell my teachers that. Always. If you find yourself struggling, know that you're growing and you're becoming a better educator, a better professional. You're growing your skills. So just keep that in mind, guys. All right. So let me just show you. Here is my Bitmoji GIF. We've uploaded it and there it is. Now I can easily drag it to anything that I'm working on. I can upload it anywhere because it's on my Google Drive. I hope you guys like it. This is one of a series of my Bitmoji tutorials. Let me know what you guys think. Just remember that I will put the final product in every single one of these series videos. I'll put the final product in the description below. But if you do want to stay attuned to all of this, guys, I do recommend you subscribe and you hit the bell, because when you hit that bell, you're going to get notified every time I upload new content. It's not for me to get more clicks or more likes or more subscribers, guys, believe me. But it's because I am getting teachers who want this resource, but I can't individually send it out. So if you do that for me, then you'll be able to get notified every time I do upload new content. Thank you guys, and I hope you watch the next video in this series. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.